Then what is the true characterization of Yellow Diamond?
Well, depends on how much you think a creator of a show has control of her assets. I think that Yellow Diamond should be a massive Nazi, though Rebecca Sugar would obviously disagree.
Now this video is demonetized.
Pretty much.
Well, it's never, none of my videos are monetized.
Morty is actually a Nazi? Hangs out with neo-Nazi guy who spouts hate against the LGBT community. More at 11.
You're going to break me.
And domestic abuse?
Okay, also second of all, Garnet.
What about her?
Her freaking glasses off when they were, like, whitewashed.
Yeah, that's fair.
She is the creepiest thing in the world.
It's not the creepiest thing in the world. I've seen creepier.
Oh, yeah.
The smile.jpg exists.
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty creepy.
Yeah, that's true. So, yeah, that ends up progressing in a fashion that I pretty well expected. The drop scene, though, I did say was probably the highlight of the episode. Now, to be fair, depending on what your stance on fusion is, you can take it in a really awkward way that I won't get into here because I want this episode to be watchable. Because if we get into the whole fusion debacle, we'll be here for the next 2 hours.
Fusion.
But overall, really well constructed scene.
Fusion is not always sex.
But it can be, though. And is it consent if they're unconscious?
It's not when it's with Steven, with the gems. Like.
Oh, because a male does it, it's completely fine.
No, because it's
if
not.
If Connie was unconscious and then they fuse, wouldn't that be weird?
They're a friendship.
But wouldn't it be weird?
Well, maybe, yeah. But I mean, maybe.
It'd be very weird.
It'd be different if it was to save her life. Anyway, Garnet and Steven are like a mother and son, and so are.
That's worse.
And so are Pearl and Steven.
There's far too much porn of that, thanks.
And Amethyst and Steven are like siblings.
Yes, again, large amount of porn for that. Sweet home Alabama.
Gosh.
So yeah, that Pink Diamond is easily the most evil character in this entire show, though I think White Diamond should have been. I'd like to point out that the only reason Yellow and Blue Diamond don't immediately exterminate all life on Earth is because Steven says, by the way, we're related.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Well...
No, don't tell me I'm wrong. I'm not.
Yeah, they're basically his aunts.
Yeah. Literally freaking... They were hell-bent on just destroying the planet. But because Steven was like, oh, by the way, I'm Pink Diamond, they were like, oh, well, that changes the whole thing. So you've been running this whole operation. And then he's just like, yeah, by the way, I wasn't a Nazi while doing it. Well, I heard you caused a large amount of genocide. But let's not worry about that right now. But I myself am not a Nazi. So maybe you guys could try not being Nazis. We could probably try not being Nazis. Here, let's go back to our Nazi homeworld where we can go and try to not be Nazis. They arrive there, they act like massive freaking Nazis, and then Steven says, hey, what about not acting like massive Nazis? Oh, well, we're Nazis to each other, too. Well, try not being Nazis to each other as well. That's an even more novel idea. Maybe we should take it to the head Nazi. They take it up to the head Nazi, and the head Nazi's just like, no, by the way, you guys are Nazis again. Turns them back into Nazis, and then Steven shows up and it's just like, hey, have you tried not being a Nazi? And then she's just like, why would I try not being a Nazi? Here, let's just separate you to not be so that you can be a Nazi again. And then when Rose isn't a Nazi anymore because Rose stopped existing, she's just like, whoa, maybe I'm not a Nazi. And then she just stops being a Nazi. And then everyone else stops being a Nazi. Even though they're massive Nazis. Nazi. And then everyone just acts like it's okay.